Yeah, sorry, there was some network problem. Yeah, I was just asking if any doubts you people had in the last two programs.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, why you people didn't execute, any reason? I mean, whom should I target here? Rishikesh, you executed?
Ma'am, on our own system.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the yesterday's program which you showed.
You could execute? At least
Yeah,
you
I
people
got
have
the.
understood the settings of services and connection and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Or you need again the step-by-step explanation, or explanation in the sense you want any word file. Yes, how many of the participants? I have kept it open. I will just unmute all. How many of you have tried execution?
I have tried, ma'am.
Who is this speaking now? Samarth. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you execute? I mean, did you get the
Yes, ma'am.
output? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Who else? Nobody else? If you have any confusion, we can just make the steps and we can share practical steps. Yeah, anyways. So yesterday's program, what we have done. Okay, let me start with the class. I think 20 is the participant number. I don't think. Anyways, it's quite less as compared to the entire strength.
Yeah, ma'am. At the most, we have only 40.
Hmm.
Even maximum is 40 to 45.
But then I heard there were around 50.
For one class, I think Asmita ma'am's class, around 50 were there.
Acha, acha. The timing was conveyed, na? Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
just somebody can just put it on the WhatsApp that the class is started. Meanwhile, we can start. We need.
Ma'am, I've already put on WhatsApp.
Okay, okay. Then we will start. So,
Yes.
what I have done, this is one extra program. What I have done is, like last two programs, I have demonstrated along with the um, swing components. That is, I have prepared an interface. Here you can see that I have prepared interface. That means I have used JFrame, and then we have used text fields and then one button, and then both the programs are quite similar like this. But suppose if someone feels that this program is little lengthy, that you have to design this and all, then I just found an alternate program day before yesterday. Last year I had not written that program, so I'll just try to explain that or demonstrate to you. If you feel that this program can be done for exam, worst case, I mean, if you find that that program is little lengthy, you can try even this program. uh, I'll be sharing word file with you all of this simple program. Those who have not executed, you can start from the simple programs. Okay, so let me just explain this program. This program doesn't use swing components. It just accepts the input from the user through scanner. So here, this program I have demonstrated along with our fifth program. Fifth journal program says that I am supposed to create a student table in which there will be name and phone number. I'll just put, okay, I'll just unmute one person and then I'll continue. Nobody is. Yeah. You are
Yes, ma'am.
unmuted, Rishikesh. Yes. So let me continue with the program. Here, uh, what I have done is I have tried to accept the user input through scanner, And after accepting user input through scanner, then I have to find, like for example, what is the journal program says. The journal statement says that I have to accept name or phone number and find the other value. Then two text fields, as you know that in our previous program we have executed it along with the text fields. So here in this, what I have done, let me just show you in the scanner. So here I have a class. I don't have to extend anything because this is just a simple Java program. And class name is vkjdbc ps, that is prepared statement, and then value, accepting the value. I have directly started with the main method. Started with database connectivity. First is loading the driver, then creating the connection object. Now I need not explain all this. Then I have I have created a prepared statement object. So while creating prepared statement object, I have said like this: select star from student where name equal to question mark and phone number equal to question mark. So user may give name, then I have to find the phone number. In the sense, I have to find both. Star means I'm going to display both name and phone number uh, based on the given value. Either user could give name or user could give phone number. Now here, as you all know, that both these name and phone number have got the same data type called as varchar. So now here I have created the scanner object. I have also imported here util.scanner above. Then I created scanner object here. Then I have just displayed a message: enter name or phone number. Any one value user can enter. That entered value, because both the values, that is either it could be name or phone number, both the data types are string only, they are varchar only. So commonly I have declared one variable to accept the user input, that is val. So val will store whatever value user has entered. If the user has entered name, this val will contain the name, and if user has entered phone number, this val will contain phone number. So with the help of my scanner object, I have accepted the value. As you all know that next is a method used to accept a string value from the user. Whenever I use scanner object, suppose I have to use integer value, I normally say s dot next int. So I hope you all remember that. So now, since
Yes, ma'am.
both, either it could be name or phone number, both the values are string only, so I'm just accepting it using next. So accepted value will go into val. We are not still sure whether that value is name or phone number. So what I am doing right now is, suppose um, now I will just write the statement in a comment for the. So suppose if the user enters Ram as the name, or user enters phone number. So I'll just say, so these two values, either it could hold Ram or it could hold phone number. Now what I'm going to do, assume that user has entered name. So what will this val variable contain? This val variable will contain the name as Ram. Uh, Now what I'm going to do here, if you concentrate on the SQL statement, select star from student where name equal to question mark or phone number equal to question mark. Now how will my SQL statement get executed? One second. Okay, fine. So now here I'm going to accept name or phone number. So this query has got two parameters to be substituted. Select star from student where name equal to question mark or phone number equal to question mark. So how many values I have to substitute at the time of execution? Two values. at this question mark and this question mark. But what user is going to give me? User is going to give me only one value because I've asked him either name or phone number. So when user has given a single value, this program I have done as per my brain because anyway, so if you understand that is fine, otherwise you can stick to the previous journal program only. So if user enters this, what I'm doing is I'm setting in both the question marks the same value. So my select statement will be like this after I substitute. See how I've substituted. I'm using prepared statement object, and to substitute value in the question mark, as you all know, we use the method set along with the data type. So set string in the first question mark, substitute the variable content that are stored in val. So suppose user has entered Ram. So in the first question mark, I am substituting Ram. So I will just write the select statement here. Temporarily, what will be created? Just to show you, select star from student where name equal to Ram after the first substitution statement. And when what I'm going to do at the same time, I'm going to set the second question mark also. I'm going to substitute with the same value. So it will be something like this, where name equal to Ram or PHNO equal to Ram. See, as you all know, computer is dumb. It will not mind. I mean, it will just check the data type. It will not understand whether RAM could be a phone number or no. It will not understand. It just understands the data type. So as you all know that phone number is of the type string, and string means alphanumeric values. So this statement select star from student where name equal to RAM or phone number equal to RAM. So this will get executed. How I will show you in SQL also. Um, yeah, how this will get executed. I'll just copy this. I will share SQL screen with you. Yeah, here. See, select star from student where name equal to Ram or phone number equal to Ram. It doesn't give error that array how can phone number can be Ram. It will check either of the both the conditions. If one gets satisfied, it will just display that record. So are you getting how by substituting single value in both the parameters also I can get the appropriate value. Same thing may happen in case of other. Suppose user has entered phone number. So what I will do is when user will enter phone number, again the program will do the same. I'll just take you back to NetBeans. So when I've asked user to enter name or phone number, and suppose here user enters phone number.
Yes.
And after user has entered phone number, my query after substituting, now the same phone number will go to val. And in both the parameters, that is in both the question marks, I'm substituting the same value. Then my query will be something like this. I'll take you back to SQL. My query is going to be something like this. Because in both question marks, I'm substituting the same value. My query will be something like this. So whoever's phone number is 934347651, it will match that record and it will fetch that particular record from the database. So can you see here, in either of the cases, whether user enters name or phone number, I am going to display both the values like this. So even this can be a journal program. So similarly, in NetBeans also, it will internally execute in the same way. So just to demonstrate, I have shown you this. I'll take you back to NetBeans. So here it will execute in the same way that I'm executing the query, that is execute query. My result set will come. And then just to display the values, I have given the headlines name, comma, phone number, so that it looks what is name and what is phone number. And then as usual, I'm scrolling to the record set and then I'm displaying. rs.getString. Then I close the connection. So let me execute this program. Down, can you see the execution window? Anyways, it has got maximized. Here, it says driver loaded, connection loaded, and then enter name or phone number.
Enter
When
name.
I enter
Yes.
Ram as the name, it will display the phone number. Now I'll go back and I'll execute the program again. So I'm sorry, which program I executed? Yeah, I had to execute this one. So when I execute, now it is asking me name or phone number. Now in this case, I'll enter phone number. Since I know only that first record's phone number, otherwise even you can enter other records phone number, it will show you. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I run it again for other values, that is Sham, even then it will show me the record. Name and phone number is the heading, and below that it is showing me name and phone number. Is this program clear to you? This is comparatively
Yes, ma'am.
easy because in this we don't have to create what the design of that particular screen, and then there is no action performed directly. I'm just writing the simple program. So even this worst case, those students who find that program difficult, you can even try. Now this program, this method I have not tried with our hash table, but you can even try it with hash table, it will work. That same code of hash table which is there in between, you can try here, and your program, even sixth program, will be as simple as this. I hope it is clear
Yes.
to you. So what I will do
Yes,
is
ma'am.
I have to make a step-by-step Word file, and then I'll be sharing with you today itself, and then you all can try programs in sequence. Fine. Then we will decide which printout to be taken. I have to consult even Priya madam for the other division, and then we can decide. But suppose even if any printout is given to you, concept-wise, this program also satisfies the requirement of the, I mean, answers the given question. So this program cannot be said that it is wrong. It is correct only. Clear? So
Yes.
yeah. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
we will do after we have finished these both journal programs today, I will just cover the theoretical part. Anyway, through programming, we have covered almost most of the things. Now, here and there, some leftovers are there in the theory that we will cover, and that will complete our JDBC uh, concept. Of course, it is not less. There are some more things also, but practically trying those other things are not required. Anyways, so let me just take you to the theory, that is word file. Yeah. So this is my notes which I have already shared with you. You people already have this word file with you. So let me quickly explain theoretical part. Now, you all have learned JDBC. Now, what is JDBC? JDBC, the full form. Important question, exam point of view. What is JDBC for 2 marks? As well as they will ask you to explain JDBC and compare it with ODBC. So let me just answer this question today. So JDBC, first thing is you have to expand it, Java database connectivity. Java database. B also, if you make capital, it will be the full form of JDBC. Now, JDBC is a standard Java application programming interface, or it is a kind of bridge which stands between, which is used to connect Java applications. That means Java. Remember, applets cannot interact with database. This may be a tricky Viva question asked by the examiner. Applets are not given any rights to access files, as you all know. So databases are nothing but the files stored on the hard disk. So Java applets cannot have Java database connectivity. Only Java applications can have. So anyway, so JDBC is API that is used to connect Java applications with the database. So JDBC is used to interact with various types of databases, such as any type of database management system, such as Oracle, MS Access, MySQL, SQL Server. And some of your classmates are also studying. I mean, I heard at least B division, some of the students, they are learning data analytics. So there are other database management systems. So anyway, Java can connect to any backend. Now, JDBC, another definition, it is defined as a platform independent interface between relational database and Java programming. This could be a simple definition. Whenever definition is asked, you can even show a small diagram. This is a Java application. And Java application, if it wants to interact with database, it will be interacting with the help of JDBC. Now, what are the uses of JDBC? First, it allows Java program to execute SQL statement and retrieve the result from the database. Second, we can save, update, delete, and fetch data from the database. We can also call stored procedure. So in DBMS, as when you will start with PLSQL program, in PLSQL there is one section called as stored procedures. Procedures in the sense PLSQL blocks. You can create procedures. If you know the concept of functions, in C you all have created function like, or in Java we have created methods to calculate area, methods to add two numbers. So likewise, we can create stored procedure even in PLSQL. And these stored procedures can be called through Java program. So, and then obtain the data. Not only the data, we can also obtain metadata. You know what is mean by metadata? In DBMS, we have this.
Yes, ma'am.
You know,
Yes, ma'am, we had.
metadata. Not recollecting.
Ma'am, the date. Ma'am,
Yeah.
it's in my mind, but not able to
Yeah.
tell.
In a simple words, metadata is data about data. It is something like, suppose.
It describes the data.
That means it will describe, suppose student is the table. I don't want to know what records are there in the student table, but I just want to know who is the user that who has created student table, or which all users can access student table. Then if I want to know what you can say, what are the constraints that are related to student, how many records are there. I don't want to know which record, but suppose I want to know number of records, size of the data. All this could be the data about data. This is called as metadata. Last time we ignored this topic in explanation, but there was a 5 marks question asked on metadata. Not in DBMS, in JDBC chapter. So I will come to that section. Anyway, so I can also access metadata through my JDBC connectivity. So then next use is, it is database independent as compared to ODBC. ODBC is expanded as open database connectivity. That was a method which was used before the invention of JDBC. So what was the limitation of ODBC? That it had to be specialized with special database management systems. Yeah. That means suppose if I have to connect with Oracle, I had to write a different ODBC I had to create. If I have to connect to SQL Server, I had to create different ODBC. Yeah, there is some disturbance, I think, from the background.
From my side?
I don't know, there is some kind of, yeah. Anyways, fine, no problem. We'll continue. Because I'm just worrying that all this will come in the recording, because it is quite audible. What you can do, mute right now, and whenever you want, you can unmute. But then you will.
Ma'am, that's what I was doing, but I cannot unmute myself again.
Yeah.
Ma'am, when you unmute everybody, don't tick mark on that thing. Then I cannot unmute myself.
But anyways, but then the problem is some will unintentionally try to. Anyways, I have done that setting. You can unmute yourself whenever you want to answer. Fine. Don't keep it unmuted all the time. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll continue. Still there is that disturbance. So it may not be from your side, Rishikesh. Let's see. Anyways, next, what is the use of JDBC? So JDBC is database independent. That means it can be same with any database management system. A code remains the same across different database products. Thus, changing from one database to another is easy. Fine. Anyways, we'll go to the next. JDBC can be used with all types of Java programs such as Java applications. It is said applets, but in a limited way. Servlets, it can work even with JSP programs. It can also work with EJBs, Enterprise Java Beans. Anyways, so what all JDBC library includes API for doing some tasks. What all functions we can have: making a connection, creating SQL or MySQL statement, executing that statement, and viewing and modifying the result. All this we have already done practically. Anyway, so fundamentally JDBC is a specification that provides complete set of interfaces or classes that allows portable access to the database. Why portable? Because it is platform independent. So now the difference between JDBC and ODBC. This was the question asked for 5 marks, and it is, you can consider it is as very important question exam point of view. So here I have ODBC and JDBC comparison. First, you can write the full form. ODBC stand for Open Database Connectivity, whereas JDBC stand for Java Database Connectivity. ODBC is a product of Microsoft and it was developed in 92, so much before JDBC was invented. Then JDBC was introduced in the year 1997 by Sun Microsystem. Then next, we can use ODBC for any language like C, C++, Java, etc. We can use JDBC only for Java languages. This is one limitation of JDBC. ODBC stands for open. So this is the difference. It is open for other languages also. Now we can choose ODBC only on Windows platform. Here JDBC can be on any platform, either on Windows platform or even in command line interface. Then for Java applications, it is not recommended to use ODBC because performance will be down due to internal conversions, and the applications will become platform dependent because of ODBC. So JDBC is platform independent. This is one difference. Next, ODBC is procedural, JDBC is object oriented. Anyway, so clear with the difference between JDBC and ODBC. Now let us study the architecture conceptually. All this physically doesn't exist, but exists conceptually inside Java architecture. So this architecture doesn't physically exist. Anyways, so JDBC architecture consists with main two layers. One is API that provides application to JDBC manager connection, and second JDBC driver API. So let us see the diagram, then you will understand. So JDBC API uses driver manager and database specific drivers to provide connectivity. Driver managers ensures that correct driver is used to access each data source. Now let us see with the help of a diagram. Here is our Java application on the top part. Then we have JDBC API. So what will API do is it will interact with Java application and it wants all the Java database connectivity or the kind of interaction it wants in a standard way. But as you all know that we may be interacting with various types of database management system, and each database management system, the way it interacts may not be uniform. Each one may be talking in a different language, isn't it? Of course, all of them use SQL, but still there may be some difference which Java may not directly understand. So who will deal with that translation or intermediation? So here comes that particular JDBC driver manager. So as you all know that when we create connection object, we use driver manager dot get connection. So this driver manager plays very important role. So this is the second layer you can consider. So this driver managers manages each of the driver. So now with Oracle comes separate driver called as Oracle JDBC driver. With SQL Server, there comes a separate driver called as SQL Server JDBC driver, like this. And then there is one more category of all database management system which comes under ODBC, Open Database. So as you all know, in our political parties also, there is one party which is a combination of others. So there will be main two, three parties, and others will form by the other small parties. So similarly, ODBC you can consider it to be that small party which is formed, which is created for simple database applications like your Access and other small database management systems. Only which are prominent like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, you will have specialized drivers prepared. So that is why whenever we create our connection, you know that we add a particular string. I will come to that later. But remember this, that to load Oracle or to connect with Oracle, we require special type of driver, and that we create using our driver manager. So driver manager in turn interacts with Oracle driver to process the data, and then it will, whatever may be the database, all these data Java driver manager will collect from each of the drivers, and then it will interact with JDBC API in a uniform way. So whatever conversions are required, this particular part will do. Clear? So this is the main. Anyway, so here you know that what all things a particular connectivity has to do. We need not go into the detail of all this. Next. There are 4 driver types. Even this may be an important question exam point of view. Though while explaining or practical, for the practical execution of the program, I didn't find this is much useful. But exam point of view, this may be a important question, that what are the driver types. So there are 4 types of drivers, but basically third type is most commonly used nowadays. Even what we have used is, we have used JDBC driver. So this is the third type. Anyway, at least theoretically, let us understand what are the other types of drivers. First, type 1 driver is called as JDBC to ODBC driver. It connects to any ODBC related data source. So as you all know that there is one type of driver which is specialized for connection between JDBC to ODBC. Now as you all know, ODBC connects with other small types of databases, and the first driver used, I mean initially, as you all know that before JDBC was invented, all the interactions to the database were done using ODBC. ODBC had its own way of dealing with the database, but that was platform dependent. Anyway, so type 1 driver, initially when JDBC got invented, JDBC did not took over entire thing. It is something like, as suppose there is one uh, leader, and that leader is supposed to retire, but then that and the next leader has to take up the charge. The next leader, when he takes up the charge, he may not take up the charge entirely immediately. So what he will do, for some time he may work under that previous leader. So similarly, JDBC, when it was invented initially, it didn't directly took all the responsibility. So what it did, JDBC in turn, it communicated with ODBC, and ODBC did some work for it. So JDBC slowly learned all the works from the ODBC. So initially the driver which was prepared, that was dependent, that though it was JDBC, it was dependent on ODBC. So in turn, it used to get the work done from ODBC. So that was the driver. So anyway, it is obsolete now. Now nobody uses the type 1 driver. Anyway, so type 2 driver is Java native code driver. I will explain that with the diagram. Third type of driver is JDBC driver. Type 4 is same as type 3, but with SQL getting translated to local DBMS format. This is used for the fast execution, but then again, it may not be generalized for all. So third one is the best one. So first type of driver, just now as I explained, this driver is also called as a bridge. Why? Because it connected through ODBC. So it has connected Java and ODBC together. So it is called as JDBC to ODBC driver. So the disadvantage was extra translation may negatively impact, because see, it was like this. JDBC interface used to connect with the Java programs, Then from that Java driver part, it used to connect to ODBC bridge. ODBC driver used to actually interact with the database. So JDBC did not take direct that interaction with the database initially. It would hand it over to ODBC, and then through ODBC it would get connected. So this was a long process. That's why it took a long time. Anyways, so people rejected that later. Next one was Java and native code driver. So it was something like there is a database. Each database comes with a driver. As you all know that suppose Oracle has launched its software. Along with Oracle, it will also launch or it will prepare its own driver. As you all know that when we connect mouse also needs a driver which comes along with Windows nowadays. Earlier, whenever we would purchase, see in 2006 when I joined Gupta College of Commerce, whenever we purchased a mouse, there used to be some CD along with that. So we had to install the software for the mouse, then only mouse used to work. So this was the case earlier. Uh, so anyways, nowadays everything comes packaged. I think it's time up, but you people can rejoin so that I will finish this